231, 232, 233, 234, 235, 236, 237, 238, 239. Oh, come on. Oh, there's no way. Fucking arcade. Oh, there's one on the floor. Haha. Can't beat me, you goddamn machine. 240. There we are. All right, character selection. Who's Art Lean?
I'm upset with nothing!
The next fight is between Sonya Blade and Kano.
Sonya Blade, I have something for you, my dear.
I don't want anything from you.
Kano doesn't use his laser eye. He has a knife.
Did you miss me? Ooh. Now look at this.
And that's also cheating. Using freeze ray is cheating, and using a knife is cheating.
But see, I don't think it is, technically. It seems to be fine. Kano is the one who rightfully points out that using a freeze ray is unfair, but I don't think it's technically cheating. And that's why I don't understand why they don't just shoot people. Just bring a gun to the tournament.
You ain't bulletproof, Frankenstein.
Now, this would be the part of the film where Kano realizes that he has been betrayed by Shang Tsung, and he flees the fight. That way, Sonya Blade can complete her arc of vengeance nearer to the end of the film. But what happens is not that. Kano says, I've studied all your moves.
Give it up, baby. I've studied all your moves.
Yeah, study this!
And then Sonya wraps her legs around Kano's head.
Yes.
And I felt something. When I saw this movie, when Dad took us to the theater when I was 6 years old, when that happened, I didn't know what I was feeling. And I think I've watched the scene a lot of her legs around his neck.
No, Sonya. Oh, give me a break.
Okay.
And I love Sonya Blade. And I'm so happy that she's a little bit mean the whole movie. Squeeze my head, too. Kill me, Sonya.
That's my theory.
Don't bully me, Sonya. I'll come.
My theory is that he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew he wasn't getting off this island alive, and he's like, I'm going out this way.
This is how
This
I'm
going to die.
When she kills me, I'm going to come so hard.
The part that I like the best is that he says, come on, baby, I've studied all your moves. Her moves are just kicking people in the head. That's all Sonya does when she fights.
It just, you know what it made me think of? So you have a martial artist that's like, being choked and he's going to come. And then they cut to like, David Carradine, you will be fighting this rope.
Well, and to bring it all home too, like Shang Tsung is very like aroused in his little cuck throne when he's watching this fight.
He loves it so much.
Like the whole, I have a gift for you.
I have something you want very much. You can thank me later.
He's just such a creep. I think he's just gooning the whole time.
The thing that takes me out of the movie anytime Sonya is fighting is that she's not a martial artist and her technique is awful. A skinny 100-pound person fighting somebody that looks like Kano with a knife, their technique at least has to be flawless.
Yes.
Like they have to demonstrate like a competency. But like when she punches, she's all off balance. When she kicks, she's off balance.
Does it hurt, baby?
It looks like a little kid at like their martial arts class when they're pretending to do martial arts.
Well, and this is the only fight in the movie where they have to like speed up something to make it look fluid.
What's important is that she has a frowny face. She's wearing boots.
They're both wearing the same belt. That I thought was very funny.
And Kano's wearing like
Dress
red and
pants.
black striped like pirate pants or something.
Yeah, like slacks, like old suit pants.
Well, he's wearing those pants because Shao Tsung said, "You're a soulless mime." So he wore half the costume.
This was a slightly longer fight. Lasted for 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
Also, Shang Tsung doesn't take Kano's soul.
No, he doesn't suck off Kano.
Why?
Because maybe it's because Kano's already dead.
Nope. Because Kano's white. Anyway.
Johnny Cage squares off against Scorpion in a forest where no one is watching. Scorpion tries to pierce him with his palm pilot.
Get over here!
But Johnny uses the technique of move to dodge the palm snake, and then it sticks into a tree and dies. So Scorpion no longer has his little palm friend.
Yeah, why?
Is this part of the tournament?
Well, here,
Yeah, who's officiating this bit of it?
yeah.
Was this a setup? Did Shang Tsung just say, hey, Johnny Cage?
The trees, Johnny.
I think that I don't know if there's parts of this that they didn't include, because the same thing happens later with Sub-Zero. There's no judge, there's no audience. So yeah, I'm curious. I wonder if that is something that we just didn't get to see, and then they just kind of slapped it all together.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense. And it's like, it's not like a forest, it's like an orchard of some kind, right? They're like rows of planted trees.
On this island
Yeah.
that doesn't look like it would have an orchard.
And also, this island, I guess, isn't part of Outworld, right? Because they go to Outworld later?
Yes.
Where is this island?
Holy fuck, it just occurred to me, right? All the fight scenes are happening on the beach, yeah?
Yeah.
Close to the beach, yes.
And they're like living chambers are like 2 miles vertically up this mountain.
Yeah.
Step 1, survive the heart attack from the stairs.
The reason that I'm kind of keeping track of the timing is because this, I think, wins my award for the best fight in the entire movie. And this fight is fucking brutal.
Welcome!
Okay, so first fight in a ring, right?
Yeah.
Second fight in a ring. Third fight. Johnny Cage tries to use a flying kick, but then Scorpion opens a portal and drags him to hell, which is full of scaffolding that's made of bones, and they fight until Scorpion rips off his face, revealing a Ghost Rider skull with flame eyes, who then uses flame breath, but Johnny has a serrated shield to deflect the fire and uses the shield to slash Scorpion's guts. They reveal he's full of lava, and then Scorpion's head explodes, and then he bursts into flames, and the rest of him fucking explode. With heavy metal music playing all while that's going on. It's like, holy shit, where was this energy?
Yeah, right?
The movie is fucking boring up until this point.
And then from here, it's all downhill. This is the best part of the entire movie. The set, like we were talking about, is incredible. The choreography is amazing. There's one part where Johnny Cage gets kicked in the face, and it's so funny. I watched it 5 times. The foot hits his head, and then his head hits that scaffolding.
Yeah, man, it's great.
It's insane.
The stunts in the scene are great. The set is great. The whole fight scene it goes off. And it's also fun to see the set impacting the fight. So when they're just fighting on that little gangplank piece of scaffolding, it's only about like 10 feet long and like 2 feet wide. And they have this great choreographed fight scene on it. It's akin to like Jackie Chan and like the environment impacting the fight.
But why does Scorpion pull off his skin on his face to reveal an evil skull?
Because he did in the video game.
And why is he full of lava?
Because he was in the video game.
He's full of lava?
Oh, maybe not full of lava.
Shouldn't he be filled with
I
scorpions?
think he's filled with bones.
Like this happens before, but later on Katana's going to talk to Liu Kang about like to defeat your next enemy, use the elements which brings life. Like did Katana have a little fight with Johnny Cage where it's like to defeat your next opponent, use this a serrated shield to cut his head off.
Cut his head in half. Yeah, that's how you can defeat this guy.
Come!
But so this is the reason that I was keeping track. This fight lasts for 5.5 minutes. It is insane. It's the most brutal fight in the entire movie, and it's longer by almost double as long, as both the previous fights. And I just wanted to recap. Liu Kang fights another human, another man that we don't know.
Fights some guy.
Some guy. Sonya fights Kano, who she wants to kill. That's her whole reason for being here. Johnny Cage has to fight the Grim Reaper in the Hell dimension and get the shit kicked out of him.
Get down here!
And yet we're led to believe that he's not the hero of this film.
He's a fake.
Yeah, he's a huge fake. It's just incredible.
Also, it's too bad no one saw that fight though. It won't even be counted like on his tournament card. I just beat Scorpion. Was there a judge around? No, I guess not. He pulled me into a hell dimension. We told him he's not allowed to fight in there, so unfortunately it's off grounds. count it towards your scorecard.
How does Johnny Cage get out of hell?
Yes, thank you. How's he get back?
Well, he jogs away. You see him.
Like, if that dimension exists because Scorpion exists, wouldn't killing him, like, annihilate that dimension?
Also, don't the fights have to take place on Earth?
No, because they're not on Earth.
No, they're on Earth. It's a little St. James, right?
Yeah.
When Scorpion dies, we see an autographed picture of Johnny Cage. Did Scorpion have that? Was he just like a huge fan?
Yeah, it's true. It does fall out of nowhere that it starts to burn.
I've seen all of your films.
So Scorpion was just trying to give him a hug the whole time.
Oh, I got one more thing. There's a moment in this fight sequence where Scorpion jumps off the scaffolding and the actor, the acrobat, tucks his knees and grabs onto them to do like a forward somersault. But he's leaping in the air and he tucks into like a ball so perfectly. And his movement is so fluid and so perfect. And so he starts to spin. When it cuts back, then it cuts to Johnny Cage looking at him. I thought when it cut back, I couldn't stop laughing. I just imagine him just like in the same spot, just spinning continuously, right? And then he just spins and spins and then he starts to slowly fall down into a bottomless pit, just spinning the entire time.
On the subject of acrobatics and flips, every time that it's not used in like a move, like in like a combat fighting move, all of the flips and jumps are done without wires. They're all real and practical, which is great. You can always tell like when somebody needs like wires to assist them, help them jump or help them spin or whatever. But these are all authentic and fantastic.
And there's the part when Scorpion kicks the scaffolding down and Johnny Cage falls like 30 feet onto the ground.
Get down here!
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too. Scorpion gives more lines than I think he says in the games. He says, get over here, get back here, get down here. And then he also says, welcome! He shows up in hell.
Hey, speaking of great fight scenes, on the beach, we have the most boring scene in the entire film. Nobody turned up for this fight. Liu Kang fights Princess Katana,
Begin!
who, during the fight sequence, secretly conveys some information about Liu Kang's next fight, which is Sub-Zero.
If you won't fight with all of your heart, there is no hope.
Why do you care if I win or lose?
And I'm also, once again, just thinking about, like, the fight bracket. It's like, okay, Liu, you fighting Katana, and next up is Liu fighting Sub-Zero. It's like, I just fought, though. Someone else fights, right? It's like, no, you're up again.
This is so irritating. So like Katana's fighting in the tournament. Does that mean that she would have to fight Goro at some point? That she would have to fight Sub-Zero?
Would she have to fight to the death?
She should have to fight to the death because it's Mortal Kombat, but Shang Tsung stops it. Shang Tsung also wants to keep her away from the humans, and yet he schedules a fight between her and one of the humans.
Well, he so emphatically points to her, too. When Liu Kang's on, like, the beach, Shang Tsung stands up and gives, like, a smirk and then points behind him, and you see Katana. But then moments later, he's like, Katana.
To win your next match, use the element which brings life.
Katana!
He said, keep them apart. But now he's like, huh. And he smiles as she arrives for the fight. I don't understand that.
Remember my words.
Katana! That's enough!
Use the element that brings life.
Come.
Use the thing of the 4 elements that brings him life. Okay? What do you mean? Earth, wind, fire, water, use an element, that which brings life.
Water, because they said it like 10 times, so it's water.
Water what?
Water and badass, badass and water. Yes! We're doing a Project Badass video over the Schuylkill River. Yes!
And what are you driving at here? Use water when you fucking fight Sub-Zero.
Why wouldn't she just say that? Clearly she wants him to win the fight. Why wouldn't you just say, hey, use water against Sub-Zero?
It's so we can figure it out ourselves as audience members.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid, dude.
Which brings us... Raiden in disguise leaves 2 buckets of cum for the next fight. He squozed it himself. I hope it's not too tangy. Also, no one shows up for this fight either, but Sub-Zero walks down some stairs, Liu Kang shows up, and they have a fight sequence. Which we can fawn over the choreography, because once again, this is another one of those excellent fight sequences. Minutes before this scene, Princess Katana said, use the element that brings life.
To win your next match, use the element which brings life.
So, in case you forgot, Katana pops around the corner and looks at Liu Kang as Sub-Zero's doing his large ice bubble trick. And she cranes her head up. And then we hear her voice in voiceover say, "Use the element that brings life."
Use the element which brings life.
And then Liu Kang looks over at the water, right?
Use the element which brings...
Looks over at Katana.
Use the element...
Looks over at Sub-Zero making ice.
Use the...
Looks back at the bucket. That's when the second plane hits the tower. No, Liu Kang says, "I'm gonna kick him in the nuts." No, he says water, and then he grabs a bucket of water.
He says now,
and then he's at the speed of a robin. He throws the water bucket, which forms an ice spear. And then Sub-Zero says, "Oh no, you found my weakness. Ice."
No, that's not his weakness. His weakness is being impaled.
being stabbed.
His weakness is being impaled. Okay, a couple thoughts. Like you said, Travis, Raiden...
Use the element that brings life. Lose life. What are you talking about?
Raiden drops off a couple buckets of water. So Raiden is now cheating. He said, Shang Tsung is doing this enough. I'm going to do it. And he drops off a couple buckets of water.
They might be thirsty.
Liu Kang doesn't understand what he's been told to do until he accidentally knocks over one of the buckets and it freezes as Sub-Zero is preparing the ice ball.
Water.
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it wasn't clear what Katana said, though. She said, "Use something that brings whatever." I wasn't paying attention.
The thing that drives me the most crazy about this fight is, as I understand centrifugal force, he is spinning that bucket around and around and around. And then he releases it into the ice cloud with the bottom of the bucket facing forward.
Yes.
So what it should have cut to is a bucket full of frozen ice smashing Sub-Zero in the face.
Right.
There's no way that the water could have flown out of the bucket unless he was to grab the bucket.
Faster than the bucket. You see the water
exactly
leave the bucket. I'll take it from here. Turns, hops out, forms a spear, and then impales Sub-Zero.
Yeah, it forms in reverse because it would be a blob and then it would taper off into a point at the end. It wouldn't start as a point.
Yes.
And then turn into a spear. Also, at the risk of sounding gay, Eric, it's centripetal force, not centrifugal force.
Oh, really? Look at that. You taught me something. Centripetal?
No, but this what happened here though, Stefan, is he throws the bucket with the water in it, and the water leaves the bucket traveling faster than the bucket, and then it forms a conical shape, not just like, you know how water does? You know when you pour a glass of water into the sink and it forms a spear into the drain?
That's exactly right.
That's what happens.
It's like when a leech gets on your cock and then all your piss falls out.
Did you also notice the sweet, Cholo Latino graffiti art on the floor of this fight scene?
No.
Sub-Zero is defeated by ice in the same manner that Scorpion was defeated by being bitten by a scorpion. But now it's Goro's time to fight.
Okay.
Shang Tsung says, "We've let these people win long enough."
Is it time?
Yes. We've let these humans win enough.
Okay, yeah, so that's actually
These humans.
step 5 of Shang Tsung's plan. Let the humans win for a while.
There's a montage of Goro fighting and defeating 20 humans. So the tournament bracket is Liu Kang versus Guy. Next up, Sonya Blade versus Kano. And after that, we got Johnny Cage versus Scorpion. And then Liu Kang again versus Katana. And then Liu Kang again versus Sub-Zero. And then Goro versus times 20.
The movie got really lazy. They needed to show how dangerous Goro was. But I'm assuming that the animatronics and just the effect of Goro was too difficult to keep up. So they just have guys flying into pebbles. And I'm not
Goro can't fight.
Not like those little jagged, round jagged pebbles. These are your smooth, shiny fellas, None of that flint pish.
None of that flint pish. This is your round, shiny, round white fellas here.
And the reason why it's a montage sequence is because the guy in the Goro suit can't see anything, and he can't perform any fight moves or kicks. I imagine the effects department gets the call, "Yeah, we finished the costume and the animatronics. It looks great." What's that? You need him to do what?
What the?
Goro then fights Art.
He sure does.
Oh no.
Not Art.
Not Art. Now this fight has people in the audience. Where were these people when Sub-Zero and Scorpion fought?
And are these people fighting in the tournament?
Yeah, why are some of them cheering on Goro?
Will they also have to fight Goro?
I saw there's always
I don't know. I think these
everybody has to fight Goro.
everybody gets one. I think these are just like random Outworld people there to like kind of cheer them on. And there's two guys in particular that we see a lot.
The two muscle monkeys.
Yeah, the two like beach dudes, the two musclehead beach bros. And I was trying to figure out like
a couple of muscle jerks.
I didn't understand if those guys were someone. Like, I'm like, are those the guys?
Eric, I was thinking the same thing because they always cut to them and they're like, they look like twin brothers and they go, Goro! And they turn to each other and go, yeah! And they look back at the ring, Goro! They're just huge fans of Goro.
Yeah, they just really love Goro.
Also, all the other members of the cast, the main characters, are really broken up when Art gets killed by Goro.
Goro beats the shit out of Art for like 3 minutes. And the only piece of advice that anyone audibly yells at him is use the kick.
I heard step and move.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, you can do it. Come on. Make a move, Art.
That's right, use the kick.
Art should have turned around and said, this is a four-armed monster. What are you talking about?
Time to die.
Finish him.
One of the things that really stuck out was when Shang Tsung said, flawless victory.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Art did get a couple of punches in.
Flawless victory. Your soul is mine.
But then Goro offers Art's body to Shang Tsung, who performs another suck job, but this time it's from across the room and through his eye. So he doesn't even need to use his hand or palm. He can just suck you off from across the room with just a look.
And you hear Johnny Cage. No, is it Sonya? You hear someone screaming.
Yeah.
It's Sonya. She's like, no!
Yeah.
Glenn! Art. The team reconvene where Raiden explains that they can win.
How could we possibly beat something like that?
Goro can be killed. Shang Tsung's power can be destroyed by mortal men and women. You can overcome any adversary, no matter how bizarre their powers may seem.
They say, we can't win. And Raiden says, well, there's always a way to win. And then one of the characters says, Howard Johnson is right.
Raiden goes on to say, no matter how bizarre your enemy's powers are, they all have balls.
Not only does Raiden give them a pep talk, he also explains to the characters how they can achieve their end of the story arcs.
You, Johnny, are afraid you're fake. So you'll rush into any fight just to prove you're not.
He says more or less, Johnny Cage, you're afraid that you're a fake. A fake what? We'll never know. You'll rush into a fight and lose, even though he killed Scorpion in the Hell Dimension. Yeah. Sonya.
Are afraid to admit even you sometimes need help.
Even though each match is a 1v1, and you can't ask for help. You need to trust in others. And Liu Kang, you fear your own destiny.
You already fled it once when you went to America. It has brought you guilt for the death of your brother.
I am responsible for Chan's death.
No. Every mortal is responsible for his own destiny.
That's why you ran away to America. And also why you're back here doing the thing that we thought we needed so much you could do anything.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
So what you
Lou fears his own destiny. That's why you're here.
Raiden says, conquer your fears, but not really. And there is a
conquer your fears.
Conquer your fears. Who does he sound like?
Rick, you despise me, don't you? He sounds like Meatwad.
He sounds like Peter Lorre as Meatwad, as that director that doesn't mind getting shot.
I mean, somebody shot at you and created a wound in your abdomen.
It's not significant.
And then he goes on to say, like, there's a way to beat everyone, but I won't tell you what it is. Like, what is Raiden doing for this trio apart from like giving Liu Kang water when he needs it?
Buckets of water. Well, I'll tell you what he's doing. He's correcting Liu Kang because Liu Kang says that I'm responsible for my brother's death. And then Raiden says, no, you're not. Every man forges his own destiny. And we've talked about this already, but if Liu Kang left and there was like a vacuum of a person needing to fight from like the Liu Kang family tree, and all that remained was Liu Kang's teenage brackets child brother, who he left around a dangerous maniac named Shang Tsung, knowing full well about the tournament and the prophecy, then yes, Liu Kang is partially responsible for his brother's death. If I had like a little brother and I left him home alone and he gets his hand caught in the food ninja, I'm partially responsible.
Despair is the most dangerous fear of all. I know this, and so does Shang Tsung. He can peer into your soul and use the fear he sees there against you.
My dad told me that every man has to go his own way.
You have to help me.
So you have to help me.
You have to help me.
Raiden is talking to the three of them, and Raiden says to Sonya, you don't trust people. Cage, you'll rush into a fight.
And win.
And then he starts to walk away. And then Liu Kang says, what about me? And then Raiden's like, oh, I forgot about you. Like, how did you forget about Liu Kang?
What about me?
Oh, you.
He's the only one that you think that can actually win this thing. I know that because he says that Sonya Blade has no chance of beating Shang Tsung. And the implication is that... Because she's a woman.
She's a woman. It's the 90s.
He does say that Johnny Cage... Or finally, one of them is beginning to get it. Or whatever he says.
Yeah, he says that.
Oh, that's hold on. No, that's later.
Yeah, it's in a bit.
Because that's fucking... That made me so mad.
In this whole scene, fear is the mind killer. I've been reading Dune.
Walk without rhythm and you won't attract the worm.
Now you're Frank.
So Liu Kang meditates on the beach and imagines his brother being killed again. I just want to be pure.
Rum ham.
You will be next. This is ham, soaked in rum.
I had the subtitles on for this one because I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Goro's never been beaten. You go up against him, he'll kill you.
Well, if I don't, then he'll finish us off one at a time.
Because Sonya and Johnny are talking, and here's the conversation.
Oh, I love this.
Goro has never been beaten. If you fight him, he'll finish you off. If I don't fight him, then he'll finish us off one at a time. He has 4 hands. He can finish us all off at the same time if he wanted to. I can't let what happened to Art happen to you. I'm going to go and crank him off.
Who's Art?
But what about Thompson? Art? Yeah, that guy. But basically, no, the conversation is like, I'm going to challenge Goro to a fight. He's never lost. Well, someone has to fight him. If you fight him, you'll die. If I don't fight him, then he'll kill us all. And then say, well, no, because it's a tournament and he only has to fight a certain number of people to get to the top bracket. And then that's the what you want.
You want
to what? So what? So you could do anything?
Yeah, if you fight him, you'll die. If he fights us all, then we all die.
You go up against him, he'll kill you.
Well, if I don't, then he'll finish us off one at a time. If I challenge him now, then he'll finish us off one at a time.
I had an aneurysm, like trying to figure out what the issue is here. It's like I'm either going to fight him first because there's only the 3 of them left, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Or the 4 of them. It's those 3 and then Goro. Somehow, Sonya Blade managed to keep winning fights. But it's those 3 and Goro. And Johnny Cage is either going to fight him first, second, or third. But they all have to fight.
Yeah, like if you want to...
So what's Sonya Blade trying to talk him out of?
Yeah, if you want to have this whole thing, like Johnny Cage should just be like, I want to fight him first because I can't watch him beat another one of you to death.
Yeah, I want to die before I have to watch you 2 die.
Exactly. Okay, it's still stupid, but at least it makes sense.
Challenging Goro, eh? You weren't supposed to fight him now. Are you that eager to die?
I'm not the one who's gonna die.
I don't think we're describing how boring this movie actually is.
I see.
Like, it's not just perplexing and bewildering and bemusing, but it's also very boring.
It's because of the story that they tried to jam into it. Like, it's a game about people fighting, and we don't really get a whole lot of fighting. And we get like 1 good fight sequence. Or no, sorry, there's 2, I guess. Reptile and Scorpion.
Yeah, it's It's not boring the first time because it's too confusing. I was too confused to be bored. Yeah, every subsequent watch is a slog.
Johnny Cage goes to Shang Tsung and he says, I want to fight Goro.
As absurd as your request is, I shall grant it. In return, I reserve the right to challenge the winner myself, or another of my choosing, in a place designated by me for the final battle of the tournament.
Thus confirming that nobody knows how a fucking tournament works.
You got it, pal.
I don't think so.
Too late, Lord Raiden.
Because Shang Tsung says, sure, but you'll die. And also, I reserve the right to challenge the winner. Or anybody. So he can reserve the right to challenge Goro unless he thinks that Johnny Cage is going to win. But sneaking in the other, or anyone that I choose, like anywhere, this is a crazy proposition, which is why Raiden tries to intervene, but it's too late. What did Johnny agree to? Just don't pick pick the sclerosis-riddled teen with no depth perception, right? And who has like a bone disease. That's who Shang Tsung should choose. What are the rules of Mortal Kombat?
My favorite line in this scene is, he says the rules are quite clear.
The rules are quite clear.
But even better than the rules are quite clear, it's like after Johnny Cage makes the worst deal imaginable.
I made a choice. This is our tournament, remember? Mortal Kombat. We fight it.
Raiden laughs to himself and says, at last, one of them has understood.
At last, one of them has understood.
Understood what?
Yeah, so there's a couple things here. So Raiden says, conquer your fears. Johnny Cage, you will rush into any fight to prove that you're not a fake. And then Johnny Cage interprets this as, okay, well, I'm going to rush into this fight with Goro. At last he understands. Like, it doesn't make sense.
He wasn't listening.
This is the next step in Shang Tsung's plan.
Okay, good.
Is to have Johnny Cage come to him with a request so that he can reserve the right to challenge anybody that he wants in Mortal Kombat.
Welcome to Mortal Kombat, where the rules are made up and the fights don't matter. If Shang Tsung at any point had have said, like, I made these, I selected these three because their egos and their like bullshit won't let them work together or something. And then Raiden is like, you need to work, like mentoring them towards working together. At least it would make a modicum of sense. And like, to your point, Stefan, he says you'll rush into a fight to prove you're not a coward. And then that's a bad thing. But when he does exactly that, he's just like, good.
He finally gets it.
One of them has understood, yes.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate.
I know I say that all the time in every single episode that we do, but
it makes no fucking sense.
Makes no fucking sense.
So the fight between Johnny Cage and Goro begins, and we have mentioned that Goro has those two stands, the two twin brothers that are always cheering for him. They must be like his workout partners. Johnny Cage has another action movie line where he said this before, it's in reference to the movie that he was filming with where he killed his chauffeurs, where he says, let's dance.
This puny mortal will be no problem. I'll crush him in one blow.
Let's dance.
And then he punches Goro in the nuts. And the music drops, and we're supposed to be like, whoa, that's crazy. He's fighting a four-armed monster. Sub-Zero was an Iceman. Scorpion had a little eel in his palm. Yet this is supposed to be like, whoa, a nut punch. And we're all supposed to chuckle and laugh. Haha. Johnny runs away and then gets the jump on Goro.
Damn! That hurt. Follow him. Finish him.
Which is very easy because the man in the suit can't see where he's going.
Those were $500 sunglasses, asshole.
And then there's a callback where Johnny says, after he kicks him off the edge of a cliff,
this is where you fall down.
This is where you fall down. A callback from earlier. So Johnny's arc is complete. This means he's no longer a fake.
Well, yeah, but was he ever a fake?
Yes.
No.
No.
He uses all the same lines, and this is supposed to be It's like poetry, you know, they rhyme.
Yeah, they rhyme. Yeah.
He used lines from a scripted film that he was on and said, see, that's not fake.
No! No! Let me go!
When Goro falls down, the perspective on the clouds is wrong. So it looks like he's falling like laterally. And he falls too quick and goes, no. We have no time to celebrate because Shang Tsung captures Sonya Blade.
I hereby exercise my right to challenge. I challenge.
You're a coward, sorcerer.
And takes her away to Outworld in a large goo tube.
Lava tube.
Every movie has goob. As goob. Every movie has goo. Lava tube.
Mortal Kombat continues. I'm simply changing the place.
He reserved the right to challenge anyone. So he picked the person who broke a man's neck with her thighs. I would also have picked Sonya Blade. But luckily now, Sonya is just a damsel in distress.
He puts her in that little outfit too. He knows what he's doing.
But yeah, he's now going to challenge Sonya Blade, even though Sonya would have to fight either Liu Kang or Johnny Cage. Because it's a tournament. Shang Tsung could just say, okay, Sonya Blade and Liu Kang fight. Or, you know, Johnny Cage and Liu Kang fight. Like, it doesn't follow. So, like, it does make it seem that it's Earth versus
Soup.
Outworld. Earth versus Soup.
Where's he taking her?
To the Emperor's castle, in the wastelands of Outworld where I cannot follow.
Raiden says he can't follow into Outworld. So Cage and Liu Kang, they decide to go, and then Johnny asks Raiden to come along, and Raiden's like, I just said I can't come. Were you not listening?
You sure you don't want to go with us?
In Outworld, if you look hard enough, you will find another guide.
But Reptile was listening the whole time. You see, he was hiding next to that blue goo tube. Ah.
Good luck.
So Eric, before we go into Outworld, what did you want to say? Is it Raiden saying, oh, there's another rule?
It's that, yeah, he says, you forgot the final rule or whatever. And then Liu Kang says she has to accept the challenge. And Raiden says,
there is one last rule. He neglected to mention it.
She has to accept the challenge, or there can be no final combat.
I have nothing left to teach you. And it's like, what did you teach me?
You didn't teach him shit.
You didn't teach him a goddamn thing.
I have nothing further to teach you, Liu Kang. You possess the knowledge. All that is lacking now is the will.
He then says, you possess the knowledge. All that's missing is everything else. Like, it's just, he knows the rules of Mortal Kombat, which in and of itself is an outstanding feat to be able to, like, know the rules.
He is a god. He's more or less a fortune cookie.
It reminded me of
he's a magic 8-ball.
Schitt's Creek, when he's like, I can't teach you everything. Can you teach me one thing?
Just fold it in. Okay, but how do I fold a liquid?
Just fold in the cheese.
Do I have to explain everything? Could you explain one thing?
David, I cannot show you everything.
Okay, well, can you show me one thing?
Johnny Cage and Liu Kang arrive in Outworld.
So, this is Outworld, huh? Well, I can see why they want to change the scenery.
We should head for that tower. Shang Tsung would have taken Sonya there.
And they start to walk towards Barad-dûr. They start to walk towards an evil dark tower.
The Phyrexian Tower.
The Bada Bing.
He walks to, a Phyrexian tower. Liu Kang then fights Reptile, and Johnny Cage doesn't help him.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Like, it's not like Johnny Cage said, I fought Goro, your turn. This is not tournament sanctioned fighting. It's like, can I have some fucking help?
Yeah,
this guy is way better than Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Johnny Cage, like, turns into a little bitch immediately upon arrival there. He's like, I'm surrounded by people that want to kick my ass. I feel like I'm in high school.
I'm in a hostile environment. I am completely unprepared. I'm surrounded by people who probably want to kick my ass.
And then, yeah, dude, I didn't even clock that he doesn't help at all.
There's the bit where Liu Kang grabs Reptile that he can see somehow and then throws it into the guy to then
into a statue
to then become Reptile.
A crucified statue.
What are you doing?
As I'm watching this movie more and more, I was thinking, like, what if Liu Kang went over and, like, grabbed a hamster and he threw it and it went into Richard Gere's ass? And then it's a half man, half monster hamster fighting Liu Kang.
I have nothing left to teach you. Are we going to talk about this fight at all, Travis, or can we go past it?
Besides that Johnny Cage doesn't fight, I wanted to ask, how does Reptile turn into a guy?
Yeah.
If anybody else climbed into a statue, would they also transform into something?
The thing that I found the most alarming about it was after he defeats the reptile ninja and he transforms back into a statue, a bunch of bugs fall out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bunch of cockroaches and shit.
Yeah, well, those are also reptiles.
It's just like a weird, like, Lovecraftian kind of horror that's fucked up. If you leaned into that, could be kind of good. But it just, I don't understand why they thought, like, add some bugs.
I have a couple of notes about this fight. Apart from the fight itself being just kind of standard. Like, this fight...
I like the fight a lot.
But it's not really any different from, like, the Sub-Zero fight as far as, like the punching and the kicking.
Yeah.
Like, Reptile doesn't have, like, a different style. Apart from that little that he does.
Don't you think it's well choreographed, though?
Oh, no, the fight itself is well choreographed. But it's not unique. It's also darker than like the Scorpion fight, which I don't particularly like. But the notes that I have here, I hate it in action movies when a human being gets thrown or kicked through like a brick wall. And like their body breaks the bricks, but their body somehow manages to stay intact. I hate that. Or am I alone here? You guys are looking at me like there's something wrong with me.
No, I agree.
I don't think...
You guys were looking at me like I invited you over to look at my trains.
This is his special interest, bricks.
So that's dumb. The other thing, inside this room is there's like nothing. There's a bunch of shelves with like clay pots. And then there is a weird, gigantic, spinning metal spike thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this thing? Why is it in here? What's it for?
It's like the pommel horse from Gymkata. I was going to ask, Stefan, when Liu Kang was kicked through like the stone wall, for realism, you'd rather have him like land on the ground and then say, "Wind knocked out.
Wind knocked out.
Wind knocked out.
Wind knocked out.
Wind knocked out. Wind knocked out of me."
But you're right, Travis. It is like a pommel horse, but it's the evil pommel horse. And it's Two-Face's evil pommel horse next to his good pommel horse.
Also, the soundtrack says,
Reptile. The bicycle kick that Liu Kang does is a signature Liu Kang move from the game.
Yes. And in the game, it looks really stupid. But luckily in this...
It looks really good.
It looks really, really stupid.
I thought that it would have been a fun touch if no humans had ever been to Outworld before. If the powers were reversed, like Shang Tsung had sorcerer's powers in every realm other than Outworld.
Oh, that's fun.
And then when he goes to Outworld, he's just a human being. And that Johnny Cage and Liu Kang, when they come to Outworld, they have special powers. And that's why he can do like bicycle kicks and the fireball and stuff. But they don't really explain that.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
But I thought it would have been an interesting touch.
And then it would also raise the stakes on like why he has to bring her to Outworld for the final fight.
Mm-hmm.
If he's like going to lose his powers, but he has to do it, then that's why he wants to pick them off one by one. Like there's something there. That's actually a really cool idea.
Did the final battle have to take place on Outworld?
Yes.
Or because
according to the rules,
Raiden says, "You coward sorcerer, fucking fight here, you little bitch." And then Shang Tsung's like, "I can pick whoever I want, okay? This is a bogus tournament, okay? I'm gonna go work for my dad's tournament."
Well done. You're finally learning, Liu Kang.
Katana reemerges and acts as their guide, even though they're taking one road to the big tower.
Mm-hmm.
She explains that what happened here in Outworld will happen on Earth.
What happened here?
The same thing that will happen to your world.
She was the rightful heir to the ruler of Outworld.
My father was the rightful ruler of Outworld. Then his best warriors lost 10 Mortal Kombat, and the Emperor entered the realm, killed my parents, and adopted me to lay claim to the throne.
Until her dad lost 10 Mortal Kombats in a row to the Emperor, and then the Emperor killed her parents and then adopted her, which is a strange thing to do. But you can't think about that because something else comes up. Liu Kang rightfully asks,
"How can I possibly stop this from happening in my world?"
If I did not believe in you, Liu Kang, I would not have helped you.
Which Katana says, "Aha, when you enter the Black Tower, you are faced with the 3 challenges.
You must face your enemy. You must face yourself. And you must face your worst fear.
You must face your enemy, which Raiden says is his inability to recognize his destiny, or probably literally Shang Tsung. Number 2, face yourself. And that means facing your fear or inability to recognize your destiny, or you see yourself in the enemy Shang Tsung. And number 3, face your worst fear. And his worst fear is his destiny, or Earth being destroyed.
Yeah.
So face your enemy. Gotcha. Face yourself. Okay. Face your fear. Huh? We are then treated to the absolute worst computer-generated imagery I've ever seen on a scale of like motion picture, okay? As we go up the Black Tower, we start looking down at the ground, and it doesn't look like rocks, it looks like kidney beans. And then we zoom up and around the tower, landing on Sonya, who has her hands and legs bound up in chains.
I will not fight you, Shang Tsung.
My sweet Sonya, there is no one else. If you don't fight, the realm of Earth will forfeit the tournament.
I guess this is going to be an easy fight for Shang Tsung if she's fucking like pinned to a wall, you little bitch.
She's also got her hair teased up all sexy.
She's in a new outfit.
She's wearing that sexy outfit.
It's like an Amazon schoolgirl. It's like a little kilt made out of leather.
Yes, when you squeeze my head with your thighs, this will be your costume.
Dude, that is such a sexy fantasy. Like having a girl like chained up.
Go on.
So
Go deeper.
Sonya Blade refuses to fight. She says, "Go to hell."
Fight me in Mortal Kombat.
Go to hell.
I think what the movie, or what she probably wanted to say was, fuck off, which would have been better. Also, I should mention that when Shang Tsung entered this room, he entered with 12 like robe-clad patrons who look like his sort of religious entourage, who stand in a semicircle in this part of the tower as if it's part of a ceremony. But then Liu Kang and Johnny Cage and Katana pull the robes off and they say, "We've got company," or something to that effect.
My friends will come.
They're already here.
Seize them!
Stay where you are!
Would you dare interfere with the tournament?
Which then begs the question of how did they ingratiate themselves with the other robed monks? Did they kill 3 monks? How did they get to the tower so fast, find these guys, realize that they were part of the ceremony, kill 3, take their robes? Wasn't Shang Tsung with them? He walked in with them. Didn't he notice that 3 of his guys weren't his regular guys? It doesn't matter though. It's because another awesome fight scene's gonna start, because that's what it's all about.
Johnny Cage!
I challenge you.
No! You'll fight me.
Okay, this is part 7 of Shang Tsung's plan. Accept a fight that he doesn't want. This is a flawless plan.
Does he have to? Because he has to.
He doesn't have to. According to the rules, he reserved the right to challenge whoever he wants.
Which is why Liu Kang challenged him.
But if he exercised that right already by challenging Sonya, and she says no, which technically forfeits the tournament to him, shouldn't that just be it? Like, how does Liu Kang come in and say no? I actually challenge you.
Yeah, well, Katana explains that. She says something like, "You dare interfere with the rules of the tournament," and then that makes him realize that he does indeed have to accept Liu Kang's challenge. Even though up to this point, Shang Tsung wasn't even competing in the tournament.
Yes. And it supersedes his original thing.
But this is all part of the plan, Eric.
Yeah, but he knew about that.
Nah, dude, that fucks up our plan. Wooden bridge, huh?
No, we can't do that, dude. That fucks up our plan.
Well, call them up and explain it to them, Walter. Your plan is so fucking simple and Jim will fucking understand it.
Shang Tsung and Liu Kang have a fight sequence. And it looks like Liu Kang's doing very well. Until Shang Tsung summons dead warrior souls.
The souls of 1,000 dead warriors.
And then Katana says,
"Face your enemy."
And that's when we get to learn who Liu Kang's true enemies are. And they're some guys under Mortal Kombat themed sewer covers. So they all burst out. And now let's name the Mortal Kombat characters that emerge. Bald man with knives. Guy with club. Feudal Japanese samurai. Black guy. All the stars are here. Beardy Man.
All the stars are here.
It's true.
Beardy Man.
The bald, chubby Chinese guy, Travis.
From Hot Shots Part 2.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You called it too, right? He's the ref from Hot Shots that gets the gummy bears kicked in. He gets his head smushed sideways.
Stefan, remember how you were saying you hated it in movies when people get hit through like brick walls and they're fine?
Mm-hmm.
In keeping with that, as each fighter emerges from the ground, the lids don't open up. They go through the stone ground head first. Wouldn't it have been great if as each one comes up and uses their head to open up the ground, they'll just come out and and each one individually flops down unconscious or dead.
Like a broken neck.
Yeah, like they'll have brain damage. They'll just come out dead.
Shang Tsung's like, shit.
It made me think of when we were talking about Batman, Stefan, because you made the point that like the spiked ground thing reminded you of this.
Yeah.
And the tube that Batman shoots out of reminded me of this. So I was just waiting for him to come out. It was like bald guy, feudal Japanese dude, guy with a club, Batman.
Yeah, they all come out of a tube.
He was counting on it.
I love this game.
So Liu Kang defeats each one with 2 deft moves.
Is that all you've got, sorcerer?
Liu Kang, I can see into your soul. You will die.
And I'm wondering, is this also part of the tournament? So after this, Kitana then says, face yourself.
This is an auditory process. I want the audience to listen or to know that like I'm fighting off a headache as Travis asked the question, is this also part of the tournament?
But like, are these souls? Are these like his like enslaved souls? Or are these just guys?
Yeah, these are all of his enslaved holes.
These are souls and guys.
These are the boys' holes.
These are all of his holes.
6 holes.
I would also like to point out that there's not a single white guy in this group. Further evidence of Shang Tsung's collection of black and
Reverse
Chinese
racism.
souls. His
Yeah.
reverse racism.
Face yourself. You can look into my soul, but you don't own it.
Kitana then says, like quietly to herself, face yourself. So facing your enemy was fighting some sewer people. Facing yourself is what you say when Shang Tsung says, I can see into your soul. Because Liu Kang basically says you can look, but you can't touch.
No, I think that facing yourself
Like,
was...
You can see my soul, but you can't own it.
I think that facing yourself is when he runs up the flight of stairs.
Yeah.
That's what I had written down. Was face your enemy, 6 warriors, face yourself, stairs. Because he just runs up the... And then she says, face your worst fear.
So after the second daunting task, she says, yeah, face your worst fear.
Face your worst fear.
I'm not afraid of my destiny. Face me!
And then Shang Tsung transforms into his brother Chan in front of Liu Kang.
Liu. Chan?
And Liu Kang's like, Chan, you're here. Did you see where Shang Tsung went? Huh?
It can't be you. Raiden sent me.
Liu Kang approaches Chan close enough that Shang Tsung can do the soul suck, and then he wins Mortal Kombat and the movie's over.
During this fight, there's 2 points that I was confused by.
Fight? You mean talk, right?
Yes. What?
You mean boring talk.
At one point, Shang Tsung says, ugh, the chosen one, like all like full of disdain. And then Liu Kang says, I am the chosen one.
Right.
And then he immediately pivots and says, you've lost control over your souls, sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
What changed in that moment?
Well, we're not there yet because Shang Tsung hasn't transformed back into his self.
Oh, my bad.
He's still fooling as Chan because he makes a fatal mistake, makes a fatal flaw in the plan. This is where it all comes crumbling down.
Now it's my turn to take care of you, brother.
Shang Tsung says, as Chan, I forgive you for letting me die.
Forgive you for letting me die. It wasn't my fault.
And then Liu Kang responds, no, each man is responsible for his own destiny.
Chan chose his own path. Every man is responsible for his own destiny.
Shang Tsung killed my brother!
And he's right, Shang Tsung literally killed Chan, but Liu Kang's a little bit responsible too. So the third challenge, according to what Kitana said, is to, in order to defeat Shang Tsung and to save Earthrealm, you have to sort of get over your brother's homicide.
And he does it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like did he ever blame himself for his brother dying?
I think so. Or Raiden says, hey, you blame yourself for your brother's death.
Yeah, he didn't feel it. They didn't show it.
They said that early on, yeah.
Raiden just said you blame yourself for your brother's death. But he doesn't actually like feel it throughout the entire film.
So while this is all happening, by the way, spikes are coming up through the ground. And then, Eric, we get to the spot where Shang Tsung transforms back into himself.
Oh, my.
He directly says, the Chosen One.
The Chosen One.
Liu Kang says, I am the Chosen One.
I am the Chosen One.
And then some of Shang Tsung's souls start to escape through his face.
You have lost your power over them.
They fight until Liu Kang uses his fireball attack, which knocks Shang Tsung over the edge. He edges him real close.
Brings him right to the edge.
Right to the edge. And then he pushes him off where Shang Tsung is impaled on some spikes. And then he dries up like a raisin. And then all of the souls that he trapped, they escape through a glittering pillar of light. Also, Liu Kang was in front of a door. And there was a purple light back there. What's back there? What's in the purple room?
Doesn't matter.
Grape?
You have, you actually hit the last part of Shang Tsung's plan there, Travis, and it was die.
Devin, can you read all the steps of Shang Tsung's plan, please?
Sure. So Shang Tsung's plan in order: 1, kill Liu Kang's brother.
Got it.
2, get Sonya on the boat. She must be at the tournament.
Easy peasy.
3, impersonate Johnny's teacher to tell him to go to the tournament.
Done.
Good.
4, Kano must fight Sonya, but only humiliate her.
Yeah.
5, let the humans win for a while. 6, accept a deal with Johnny Cage so that he can issue a right to challenge whoever he wants later. 7, accept a fight that he doesn't want to fight. And then 8, die. It's a solid plan.
Bravo.
Oh, God, just invite toddlers to Mortal Kombat. Kill the children, win, destroy Earthrealm. Do us a favor.
Well, and also like Raiden. So by this logic, just bear with me for a second.
All of our faces are mouths agape, faces agog, eyes rolled so far back into our heads. We look like we're comatose. We're trying to this is of all the films we've watched, and we watched Pool Hall Junkies. This is the least. This one made the least sense.
We kind of landed on every 25 years that the tournament happens. If we're saying once a generation, whatever. That's probably like not 100% accurate. Doesn't fucking matter. If every 25 years Raiden is going around finding people to fight in this tournament, and they've lost 9 already, that's 225 years. Not the most documented 225 years, but by Raiden's kind of logic of finding the best quote-unquote fighters to go fight in a tournament in another universe or another realm, if they die there, they never come back. So just no one ever notices these people every 25 years going missing. I don't know. I guess it's just, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, you'd think after the 9th tournament, Raiden would be like, Earth fucking sucks.
Just recruit Mike Tyson in his prime. Mike Tyson would very much like to destruct Goro.
He would very much like to destruct Goro.
If I ever got put in a time machine, I would definitely destruct Adolf Hitler.
Chan emerges from the pillar of light and says, thanks. We'll see each other again one day.
I knew you'd come. Chan. One day, we will be reunited.
And then Chan steps into the glittering pillar of light, takes Hitler by the hand, and they both descend into hell.
Chan, was that Hitler?
That looked like Hitler. That wasn't Hitler, that was a woman.
Liu Kang then looks at his friends and says, I won. And then they said, what did you win? And he goes, Mortal Kombat. And then it does the music that ends The Matrix.
Come on.
And it says, written and directed by the Wachowskis.
Let's go home.
They all return to Thailand, where Christopher Lambert is with all the children he's married. Because they're flanked with small boys. Now, the four main characters and Raiden are the only ones to return.
What took you so long?
I guess you knew it would end this way.
Didn't have a clue.
I guess everybody that you saw get on the beach at the beginning of the tournament, they're all dead.
They all died.
And I guess they left the island on Shang Tsung's boat. Anyway, Johnny Cage and Sonya are holding hands, and Katana and Liu Kang are holding hands. Why don't they kiss each other? Like, why is it that I never see in a movie from the 90s a couple, like I never see an Asian guy kiss somebody in a 90s movie. It's always just a white guy. But even Johnny Cage and Sonya don't kiss each other. Why don't they do that?
They're not going to kiss. They just hold hands and fuck.
Raiden says the Gandalf line.
Which is?
After thousands of years, these hobbits still surprise me, whatever the fuck Gandalf says.
You humans are so unpredictable.
But the victory is short-lived because some rain clouds quickly appear. And they're around a large structure. And then Shao Kahn's gigantic ghost bursts out of the structure like the structure is made of styrofoam or some structure.
What is it?
The Emperor.
Then Liu Kang says, "Who's that guy?" And Raiden says, "Would you fucking clue in, okay? The whole time." But no, Raiden says, "That's the Emperor." And then the Emperor says, the giant monster ghost of the Emperor says,
"You weak, pathetic fools, I've come for your souls."
"You weak, pathetic, small dick losers, I've come for your souls." Souls were Shang Tsung's thing. So what he meant to say was, "I have come to conquer Earthrealm." And then Raiden says, "Fuck off."
I don't think so.
And they all assume a fighting stance. And then the door to the movie closes. And there's a little dragon on the door with an eye. But the eye has fire in it. So then we go into the fire of the eye. And then there's credits. And you wonder where the last 90 minutes of your life went.
Eric, do you...
90 minutes? Dude, this shit's 2 hours long.
No, Eric, it's an hour and 40 and 10 minutes are credits. It's only 90 minutes.
Oh my
It's
God.
so boring.
Eric, did you know... Eric, did you know that Shao Kahn is based on something in real life?
Is he based on Guar? Because that's what I thought he was when he fucking showed up.
Shao Kahn this dick.
Bravo. I liked when Liu Kang was like, "Hey, who's that guy?" And Raiden said, "That's Mortal Kombat." And then they went, "Ugh."
No, but when the Emperor...
Fucking stupid.
When the Emperor emerges and says, "I've come to conquer Earthrealm," like he should have, and Raiden says, "I don't think so," and they assume like the cool fighting stance, you wonder where the adventure will lead next. Too bad we know exactly where the adventure will lead next, and that's called Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat.
Anal halation. Anal inhalation, which is what you're doing when you watch that movie. You're just sucking its farts.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation is unwatchable. This is almost unwatchable, but I find it redeeming and endearing in some way. But we didn't watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation because it really is... Plus, it's been done to death, much in the same way that everyone talks about Batman and Robin. And I was like, what are you talking about? Batman Forever is way worse in a more interesting way. People talk about Annihilation so much. You're like, hold on. Don't you remember the first one?
Well, Annihilation gets a lot of love in bad movie circles because of that one Sindel line. Like the most overacted line in movie history.
But see, if you only make it that far into the film, you miss out on all the other much worse things about Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation. Like how Cyrax and Smoke are just wearing hockey pads. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for the movie. This feels less cheap. It feels like a sincere effort with a nonsensical script and not a lot of time to plan any fight scenes.
That's exactly what it is. This is another one of those movies that when I watched it as a kid, I wanted to be a Mortal Kombat character. I think this is why we got into martial arts, Travis.
Yep.
It was because of this and the Power Rangers and the Ninja Turtles.
The movie, yeah.
But it's trying too hard to be a movie. This is a moment in like Hollywood where they're like, we can't just give the people what they want. And all they want is just to see Mortal Kombat characters fight. They're like, we need to have a story, otherwise it's not a movie. But Mortal Kombat isn't a movie, it's just people fighting.
But don't you think this story should be just a fucking layup, right? It should have just been like Earth picks their 3 best and then they fight Outworld's 3 best. the constant back and forth. Well, as the rules clearly state, every other Wednesday, I can pick who I fight in the goo tube.
Who's enforcing the rules in the first place? Who decided that you have to win 10 before you can invade Earthrealm? Who is observing?
That would mean that Shao Kahn is a god of something, and he convenes with the other gods and says, hey, listen, I kind of want to, enslave all of you. It's like, well, you're going to have to win 10 Mortal Kombats in a row. It's like, all right.
Doesn't this feel sort of like the inverse of like the movie should have been Shao Kahn or Shang Tsung decide to invade and conquer Earthrealm, and then Raiden says, but from the ancient mystical charter that if I can put together, I challenge you. And we know we have to abide by the gods. And then Shao Kahn says, fine, you have 10 days to find a worthy opponent for Shang Tsung. Maybe Shang Tsung sends out his guys to kill Earth's best fighters, right? We can't just have fighting, we have to have a story. But the story seems like that was the easy part. And they biffed it.
Yeah, they biffed it.
Yeah, and then they
fucked it up.
That's I like that way more, because then you have the option of or the opportunity to show Shang Tsung's guys killing off Earth's best champions, and all we're left with is a hack movie star, rageaholic cop, and this guy who turned his back on this years ago and is steeped in guilt. And they are the ones
I think that's the remake.
Is it?
Because you guys didn't watch the remake. I watched the remake, the 2022 version, whatever it was. I had COVID and I watched it, so I was hallucinating a bit. But I'm pretty sure that the remake's not a good movie, but it's more streamlined, where it's Earthrealm has to fight fighters from Outworld. We have to assemble a team of fighters. So they get people together and they train, and then they fight. And Liu Kang is once again the reluctant... No, sorry, it's somebody else. I think it's Kung Lao. Liu Kang is just another one of the characters. Somebody else joins the fray.
Cum Loud? What's his name?
Hung Lo.
Hung Lo and Cum Loud.
His name is Lo Blow. Hung Lo, Cum Loud. That's great. Well, now I know the name of this episode.
Chan Can.
It's too racist.
Damn you, General Tsao.
Mugu and Guy Pan.
And Guy Fieri. There's Earthrealm, Outworld, and then Flavor Town.
Flawless victory.
It's weird. I wanted to watch this when I was a kid, but I wouldn't show it to kids. Just as a martial arts thing.
I wouldn't show it to kids because it's a bad movie.
There's a lot of things that I would show to children, but this movie isn't one of them.
That's enough.
I don't know. This movie's fun if you don't want to think for an hour and a half and connect with a game that you played at an arcade at the mall one time.
There wasn't enough of everybody that I loved. I wanted more of Kano. I wanted to see Kano do his moves from the game. But they're oh, but it's not realistic. It's that, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You've already got Liu Kang doing a bicycle kick.
And a fireball.
Kano can do his twirly thing, whatever he does. Sub-Zero and Scorpion are there. So what difference does it make?
I'm pretty sure Kano shoots a laser out of his eye.
Yeah.
He does.
That's why he has that red eye.
Have that in the movie. Give the people what this is one of those movies where it's just this is a pandering movie. Give the people what they want.
Yeah.
But they just gave them some of what they want.
And that's the thing. I almost feel as though that's the main problem. And I think it's that they didn't understand the game either. Because at one point, actually, I didn't even think about this, but now that we're talking about it, when Shang Tsung threatens Kano, threatens him with a knife to put his eye out.
If so much as touch your Kano, you're going to need a seeing eye dog.
He says you're gonna need a seeing eye dog, but Kano can see out of the other eye. It's not like it's not like a big eye patch. He can see out of it. It's a robot eye that shoots lasers.
He's the Terminator. Yeah.
Yeah, So I don't know.
A final thought: this film should not be called Mortal Kombat. It should be called "Go to the far left of the screen, crouch, and then uppercut your younger brother." Until he rage quits and throws his controller across the room and cries and complains to mom and dad.
Come to a little tournament, he said. Be good for the career, he said.
So there we go, guys. We concluded an entire season of our show. Do you want to hang out and talk about other... who needs them? Time to turn out the lights and say goodbye. Wait! Oh my God! It's me. Yes, it's me. It's you from the future. Let's 69. We will. But I just came to stop you. You can't quit now. You still have to talk about evolution, eight-legged freaks, Remo Williams, Shakma, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Tremors 2, the Flintstones movie, Laser Mission, Brain Scan. Fuck you. No, fuck you. Fuck you. No, fuck you. Fuck you. No, fuck you. Fuck off. You fuck off. Ah, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck off. Fuck you. Fuck off.